Good morning, everyone. Right now in Moreau, it's 5:18 a.m. on Tuesday, November 5th. I don't have any big news to share with you all today, but I would like to touch on one seasonal topic. This morning, I couldn't help but notice mushrooms are starting to pop up all over the island. Mushroom pie. Of course, they're delicious, but don't forget they can also be used in the occasional DIY project. Speaking of... Everyone with the DIY Recipes app should have received my recipe for a mushroom wreath. No fall is complete without partaking in that classic combo, foraging and crafting. And with that, I'll get back to work supporting you in your enjoyment of our island. What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome you back to more Let's Play Animal Crossing New Horizons. With Halloween over, we are now here in November, which is still an eventful month. I mean, we still got holidays to look forward to. I mean, we're just kind of getting started with the holidays as a whole. But in the in-between, we're going to be kind of having to make our own, I was going to say busy work, but I don't know if that's necessarily correct. Now, we got the little intro from Isabel, who is letting us know that we can now collect mushrooms. In fact, there is one right here. This is one of the rarest kind. I think this is the rarest kind, in fact, the elegant mushroom. And you can find those next to pretty much every single tree in the game. I mean, they spawn at random every single day, but you can go and collect as many as you need to create different things. Elegant mushrooms are the only ones that actually sell for anything worth all that much, though. So if you want them purely for money, I guess go for those. But otherwise, you will find them all throughout the game. But regardless, just going over that one little tidbit. Starting today, we are going to get back to work. And by get back to work, I mean continue making the island a little bit more interesting. Now, I have said many times that I do not have a lot of creativity in my body. If you are expecting me to put on the kind of performance that a lot of your favorite Animal Crossing New Horizons creators have done with their various islands, I'm sorry, you're just not going to get it here. I don't know. I think I know what I like aesthetically, but at the same time, it's not like I have this amazing eye for decor or anything. I'm not about to tell you that I do some incredible stuff and have these amazing... I don't have amazing ideas at all. I just know what I like to look at. And with that in mind, I'm going to be going through my creative process over the course of some of these videos as we take care of pretty much just filling in the gaps. So we've got this whole section over here by the museum that is still pretty barren. Up by the museum itself, it's mostly finished, but there's still some things I have room to add. We got this space over here, which I still have actually no idea what I want to do with this space at all. I just kind of threw that down as a placeholder. And honestly, I don't even know if I want to do anything with it at all. I mean, I might just completely change around some things to fill it in. We will see. But then there's, of course, all of this space down here by the beach. A lot of the beachfront is mostly untouched at the moment, so I haven't really done anything with that. And then up there is, of course, all the stuff around my house that I've still left untouched. There's the area where I've been growing flowers for the past several months, and there's also that construction site, which I have a very firm idea of what I want to do there, but I actually need to execute it. These are all things that are going to take place over the next several episodes with a few breaks in between to focus on other things as we go. I would like to have this all done before the snow sets in, but I know that's not going to be possible given the time frame that we have and the means by which I have to actually work on all this stuff. But today is going to be a focusing episode because, well, I don't know if you could tell how early in the morning it is. We're getting my favorite hour theme of the entire game of all of New Horizons, which I've shown this off before, but 5 a.m. theme, my absolute favorite. It's just so nice to listen to. And actually, have I caught a damselfly yet? I don't think so. I think that's a new one right there. I'm going to actually grab that. Thank you. Cool. We got ourselves a damselfly. Okay, they're like little dragonflies, but they're blue. And they're not technically dragonflies. I know that. They're usually a little bit smaller, but yeah, got ourselves one. Anyway, what I was saying is... we're going to be basically taking this hour, given that really not a whole lot is going on, to pretty much just clean up the island a little bit and start work on a few projects. And this is going to be a good time for me to actually go over the things that are in my storage, which I have not done for some time. In fact, I haven't even taken you guys in my house for some time. Also, my mom sent me something. And my dear Levi, something about seeing piles of colorful leaves everywhere puts me in the mood to bake. Pies, cakes, muffins, biscuits. I can't fight this. I won't. I think I need a bigger fridge, Mom. I totally understand that need. Okay, so I got a little thing from Bank of Nook. Cool. Not really much. I don't have much in my account at the moment. Got something from Cranston. It's time for a riddle. What did the cake say while cutting an onion? I'm in tears. Oh, Cranston. Oh, Cranston, you're wonderful. And I got a B from the Happy Home Academy, which I got to be honest, I think that's incredibly generous given how absolutely barren my home is right now. I have done almost nothing with it. In fact, so little, in fact, that we should just head on inside and I should show you exactly where it's at. In fact, I do believe it is in the exact same state that it was the last time we walked in here, which is, yeah, nothing. Oh, that's right. I put like some shinies up. I don't even know why I did that. I honestly should probably just get rid of that. Anyway, I'm going to put a few things in my storage, and we're going to actually go over a few of the things here. And also, let's see what my mom sent me, which is Mom's Lively Kitchen Mat. Why don't we place that on the floor? Let's see what we got. Oh, cute. Oh, that's adorable. Well, you know what? I do have a extremely bare bones kitchen that I go in here to make recipes in, so why don't we put that actually down in here, because that would be kind of adorable. Perfect. That is not in the least bit symmetrical. That did not land where I wanted it. Here, let's try to... You can't center it! Mom? Hold on. I can't believe you've done this to me. I can't believe she's done that. Wait, no, hold on. Never mind, you can. Okay, I almost had a panic attack there. From that angle, I seriously thought you couldn't center it. Okay, that's much better. Anyway, put that down. Now, let's go into our storage here really quickly, because I want to highlight a whole bunch of items. So I've got ideas that I want to work on outside, but we need to actually find things that actually pertain to the outside. Things like the plaza benches, and you also got swinging benches, and then we also got, let's see, not meeting room tables, retro transportation stop, a little bit too rickety for my liking, bunch of tables, not really any of this, all that fits, although a bistro table could actually be useful for something. We got all sorts of beds, we got a camping cot out here, definitely not a gurney, and as you can see, I'm just going to be kind of grabbing random things as we go for a very good reason. I also want a beach chair, thank you, as well as beach chairs with a parasol. Just gotten all sorts of outdoor decor. I'm probably not going to mess with any of those. Bunch of dividers. We got storefronts. These are if I really wanted to get crazy with some of the designs, towers and castle gates. I think I bought all of these just so that I could have the opportunity to rebuy them in Nook Shopping. I don't know if I'm actually going to use them for anything else. There's the pergola that I was keeping outside in front of my house. We got a plain party lights arch. I might use that for something, but I think, well, let's just take it. And we got an open frame kitchen. I think I might pass on that for now. We also got a bunch of street lights that I haven't actually used at all, as well as some more street lamps. And I'm definitely going to fill up my inventory here before I grab everything that I want to. But just kind of going over all of the major things that can actually have a use. We got a drying rack over here that could probably get put somewhere. I definitely have duplicates of things that I'm not supposed to have duplicates of. It's because sometimes I forget what I have when I'm buying things. So do keep that in mind. It's totally an accident. Let's grab a few of those. We also got some stalls. Actually, those might be useful for later. Cotton candy stall. Good. Ooh, a yacht. Well, we're definitely going to want to put that down by the beach, as well as a lighthouse. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. I need to get more pirate-themed things as well. I haven't run into Gulliver nearly enough in this playthrough. Telescope, which I think I might have already had somewhere. We also got some cars. I think I've put down a mini car, but I don't know if I've put down a luxury car. Manhole covers. I mean, these I can make on the spot, so I could definitely stand to make some more of those. I already have some surfboards down where Red usually docks at. We also got dormant volcanoes. I love how I have an extra wheat field. I got so many of these freaking wheat fields that I got carried away and had one extra one. We got Maypole, South Pole. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Look at all this stuff. Bunch of fake art that I think I was putting out for a specific reason, but I honestly could probably just go ahead and throw all those away now. And now we're starting to get in the miscellaneous stuff, which is a little bit less important for the time being. So, oh wow, look at that. Perfectly filled up my pockets here. In fact, I am going to relieve it just a little bit by putting these mushrooms away. I'll also go over some of the new November critters here relatively soon. I should mention I did not get the Mahi Mahi before October was said and done, so we're going to have to go focus on that towards the end of the playthrough, which I'm okay with. It's one that I'm definitely going to just have to take the time to gather as much bait as I possibly can over time, and eventually eventually I will have it. It'll be one of the last ones that I go after. So I got this whole space over here, this one we're working on. This is where I wanted to use most of my plaza-themed things. I wanted to actually turn this into a bit more of an open location, almost a secondary plaza with a few things going on over here. This is going to be not necessarily like the most lively area, but I wanted this to kind of all connect as we sort of expanded our little quote-unquote camping and park area over this way. So a little bit rural on this side, a little bit more involved city on this side, and this is kind of the edge of civilization sort of right here. And that well is actually going to definitely get moved. Also, am I experiencing... Sorry, it feels like I'm almost experiencing some stick drift here. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to actually put down a whole bunch of these plaza things here, although I want to actually have them like facing the correct way. Now, the problem is that a lot of these are not the exact color that I want them to be. I think this one's correct, but then there's plenty of them that aren't so great. It's like we got a plaza clock. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not big on all of these. A lot of these are like the green and pink one, which I think is my default. I'll just kind of, do that. There we go. Whole bunch of these things. Obviously, I don't want to box myself in here, so I'll start putting some stuff down here. And obviously, I need to also plant more trees, which is something that I'm going to have to do in time as well. We got another game stand, which I actually literally can't even fit. We got a plaza arch. Put that up, just kind of get an idea of this whole space. Not the plain party lights one. Is that all of the plaza items? Okay, that's good, because I do want to actually take stock of all this. Oh, the plaza benches. I forgot. Those were like some of the first things I grabbed. There they are. Okay, grab a couple of those. So I got green and gold for one color, but then I've got this one here, which does not really match. And I would like all of this to be sort of the same color. But is that absolutely everything I can get from my current Nook Miles? Which, speaking of, I actually have a few things that I got done before I started the episode. So this is where we're going to go and take stock of everything a little bit and see what I might actually be missing. So we got the bench, we got the game stand, we got the arch, we got the Ferris wheel, we got the merry-go-round, and we got the clock. Was that absolutely everything else? I do believe it is. That was just an extra game stand, so I don't have to worry about that. All right, I'm going to head back on over. I'm stuck. I'm going to head back on over to Resident Services, and we are going to see if I am missing anything in that regard. Okay, so let's see. Redeem Nook Miles, and then we can kind of go... I mean, we did look through pretty much everything that I'm missing here, so obviously I don't need a construction sign that's literally already set up. Most of the plaza ones are, like, further down, so we got the bench. We got the... well, that... isn't actually in the plaza set, but it very much fits it. I mean, I already have a few of these street lamps. Might have to get that one. Arch clock, good. Balloon wagon. Okay, that could be actually worth getting. So I think I'm going to order that, and then we can sort of add that to the set. And we can only order 5 things from here today, so we're going to have to be very careful with what we pick. So balloon wagon's done. I got a bunch of solar panels, wind turbines, a bunch of these like lower ones I actually haven't bought. Inflatable plaza toy. I might actually pass on this one. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll actually put that up. Game stand, teacup. Do I have the teacup ride? I don't have the teacup ride. Do I? Or the train. But problem is I don't have the cars to go with the train. Definitely have the Ferris wheel and the merry-go-round. But yeah, I didn't have the teacup ride. Okay, I'm going to grab that one as well. This is why I wanted to have at least a decent number of Nook Miles before starting on all of this. And I don't know, close to 40,000 isn't too bad. It's definitely not the most ideal. If I was playing this game a heck of a lot more, I would certainly have more than that. Yeah, the train, though, I don't... I mean, it is a game, but I was hoping to, like, hitch some cars to it. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's grab it. And then I think the toy might be a good thing to also get, just to kind of finish off the entire set. There we go. So I just went through a bunch of Nook Miles to do that. And I think that... Was that 5 items? I think that was 5 items. I also have these gazebos here, which I'm going to probably end up using one of these at some point. Possibly. We will see. I have an idea with what I want to do with these. And then a lot of these are sort of just anecdotal. Like, well, not anecdotal. They're like set dressing. Like wind turbines and solar panels. I could add those to certain places if I wanted to. I already have a park fountain, which I left in my storage. Same with the parabolic antenna is also kind of just set dressing. Already have a volleyball net somewhere. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really think a lot of the rest of this is really all that necessary, and I've already got my lighthouse, so I'm just going to leave the rest of that be. I guess I could quickly take a look and see if there's anything interesting in here. Luxury car, which I already have, and then, oh, hold on, let's make sure. Handheld lantern. I do believe I have not gotten that one yet, so we will grab that. Oh, that's right, I forgot you can actually... This is always really cool. When you go through the seasonal stuff, you can actually get some details on the actual, like, festivals, especially because a lot of these can be international, so it's kind of nice to, like, learn a little bit about it. So, celebrated throughout Europe, this traditional event features a night of children carrying lanterns and singing songs to usher in the start of winter. Very, very cute. I love that they actually give you a little bit of backstory on the item. I haven't been doing that, which I really ought to whenever a new seasonal item pops up. Especially now that I'm not really doing any off-screen work in this game anymore. We're just, I mean, everything that happens from here on out in this Let's Play is going to be happening on screen. So you guys are going to get to experience it all. Now, here comes the problem. So I need to make sure that all of this plaza stuff matches up. And right now, I'm not really happy with the current color scheme. So I'm going to have to get a lot of that changed. That is something I'm probably going to do in the next episode, especially as we wait for more to come in. But for right now, I'm just going to kind of place all of this stuff down just to make sure that it's all where I want it to be. And then we can start seeing, I think the stalls are going to go over here as well. So let's just do that. And I am going to be putting things on these stalls. These will also get color changes as well. Let's see. Pergola, Plaza Game Stand. Yeah, sure, I'll add another one to this area. Why not? I'm just sort of cluttering this area up to eventually give it more, just to kind of empty my inventory here. And I think that was everything that I wanted to cover over this way. Okay, so... like I said, this whole area is going to be turned a little bit into into more of a park. The problem is I'm still trying to get myself blue roses, much to absolutely no success. I might have to start over again. And by start over, I mean just resituate my yellow and pink roses and see if I can... because these red roses have been failing me very consistently lately, and I'm starting to think that they're just kind of duds. So I'm probably going to have to really focus on getting myself... more red roses through this method to then work up to blue roses, but I'm going to have to move it all to a different space. I've pretty much given up on the windflowers at this point. I got one blue windflower, which I do need to go transfer somewhere, and then I've got more than enough gold roses for the remainder of the game, so I'm not even going to bother with those. Now, this whole area up here, I don't really have any ideas for this space, except... this isn't really where I like to put my lighthouses generally. In fact... I think my spot where my lighthouse is going to go is actually on the other side of the map. What am I doing? I can literally just wait for the map to pop up. Yes, it is, but it's by my house, though. I don't like that. That's usually where I put him, is on the little, like, the part that juts out over the water, but, like, that actually has grass on it. But I don't know if I like that. Maybe I should just put the lighthouse here. Let's see if it will actually fit. There we go. Yeah, absolutely will. Okay, that's cool. I think I like that. Sort of fits the motif a little bit. I can't pull this back. You know what? I'm going to try to, like, just move it over a hair and see if I can't center this just a little bit better. I don't think I can. I think, yeah, this is just one square. You know, I think that's fine. Can I go up any more? It can. Okay, I like that. That's a lot better. Okay, perfect. We'll put a lighthouse there. Let's see. What else do we got? We got my pergola. We got beach chairs. Okay, those are going to go more down. So I've got a few different beach ideas, or like things to decorate the beach with. Over by Cap'n and the pier, I would like to put more like, obviously, like boat-themed things and like pirate-themed stuff over this way. I mean, obviously, Cap'n isn't really leaning into the pirate thing as much this time around, but... I think this would be a better place to start adding certain things, although I think I might have one too many palm trees for my liking. Something I should have done at the beginning of the episode was honestly grab some oranges, so I could have dug a few of these things up so I can relocate them. I think I'm going to empty out a couple of palm trees here. You know, I'll just be lazy. Even though coconuts are a little bit more valuable, I can still eat, not drop them. I can still eat them to actually... pick up these palm trees, and I'm probably just going to end up getting rid of them because I don't really have a new place to go set them, so let's just do that. Just the two. I think the two will be fine, especially because we're not really needing these palm trees as much anymore now that we're out of summer. So I'm going to have to start putting some things down. I think I'm going to put, there was that yacht somewhere. Was it towards the end? Yeah, there it is. Okay, perfect. Also, I should have left the cotton candy stall somewhere as well. I'm going to actually push this just a little bit over some more. Like I said, I am going to be continuing to stay in the market for fish bait, so I'm just going to be grabbing these whenever I possibly can, because we're going to save up as many manila clams as is possible for whenever the mahi-mahi comes back, because it is, I believe, the only pier fish that I am still missing. All right, so I think that's actually everything I could put out here for now. I mean, the beach chair and the beach chairs with the parasol, those are going to go in a different spot. We got the street lamps, which I know where those are going to go, as well as the telescope, probably. The street lamps are actually going to go up here. That is my plan. So let's do the curved ones in this area. We'll kind of keep these. Well, first of all, you are exactly the wrong way. There you go. Perfect. Do I want to have this like the same direction? Probably do. Up in this exact same corner. To rotate that around again, and then we'll pull you back one. There we go. We're definitely going to need like more benches and whatnot. I can also probably put another one up on this corner somewhere. What do I have? I've only got like one left. Let's see. That's not going to fit there, so what we can do is probably push this down here. There we go. Okay, not bad. I'm going to probably have to buy a few more of those. Luckily, those aren't too expensive Nook Miles wise. And then, of course, I need to figure out how to fill in this space. This street lamp, I don't think I actually have anything for it at the moment, so I'm probably not going to bother. Okay, telescope. Did I already put one up here? I may have. I usually like to have one kind of over by the museum. I did. Okay, that's what I thought. I don't know why. It's just... It's sort of a flashback to the old days where Celeste would actually have her own little viewing. This dates all the way back to Wild World. Celeste, who we've seen before in the playthrough, I believe. If not, that's big shame on me. But she's Blathers' sister, and she would usually put an observatory up at the top of the museum, dating back to Wild World. And I don't know. It's just kind of an homage to that because I still associate the astronomy part of the game with the museum. So, I don't know, that just kind of makes sense to me. Now, okay, I've already got a sandcastle here. We've already got a lifeguard chair. This is where my different beach chairs are going to go. So we're going to put a couple of these down here. And honestly, also, that is exactly the wrong way I wanted it to be. Also, hi, Flick. I see you here. Honestly, I think the palm trees might not be in the best spot. Like, I feel like I've got... I mean, I only have 3. I don't know. I think this one right here is okay, but I don't know if I like the other two too much. Or maybe I just need to have one and then, like, center that a little bit better. So let's take this beach chair. And once again, it is exactly the wrong way, so we're going to have to flip that around. It is in the same spot? It is. Okay. Sorry. Inventory confusion. There we go. We'll just kind of stick that right there next to the sandcastle. Not bad. I don't really think I have anything else I want to put in this area just yet. There are like beach towels and whatnot that I'm still trying to look for that I would like to get at some point. I could put these, the party lights arch somewhere, but I think I haven't, like I said, I have another idea probably over more this way that I'm going to use that with. Like I said, I'm going to be cleaning up these coconut trees just a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the... Now, come on. Let me go up like one more space. Let's try to put it like right here. Yeah. Okay. I want to make this area... I need to put a bonfire down here, and I would like to make this more of like a more relaxed area as opposed to like I don't know. I'm trying to go for like 3 different beach vibes here. Like you got the whole... almost like nighttime party vibe where, there's probably lots of booze and drugs going on, but obviously not, that's all implied. Just the more adult side of things, I suppose. While on this side, you've got a little bit more contemporary beach setting, a little bit more family friendly and whatnot. What was that? Okay. Did anyone see that texture on the palm tree as I was walking? I genuinely thought it was an insect for a second. Maybe I'm legitimately seeing things. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at that in post. Regardless, yeah, kind of going for that vibe. And then over here is going to be something a little bit more not industrial, but I don't know, just a little bit more of like an area that sort of fits like it being a pier and whatnot, a little bit more like work related, a little bit more like nautical, I guess is the term that I'm thinking of, even though I guess that doesn't really fit this whole area all that much. I probably should move this over to the other side of the island if that's what I'm going for. It's just kind of a mishmash of ideas. Like I said, I'm not the greatest at putting all this together in a cohesive fashion, so please forgive me if it's like, oh, well, this kind of clashes with this and yada, yada, yada. I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of disparate ideas that I'm sort of putting together, and they're just going to all kind of end up in different areas. But I need to get a bonfire down here at some point, which I don't even think I've ever crafted at some point. I'll probably have to get around to doing that. Drying rack, camping cot, bistro table. Okay, I think I have ideas for the bistro table, but I don't know if I'm going to have the space for that. Actually, I am. That is something I'm going to have to work on a little bit later, though, because I'm definitely in need of some more items. The other thing I need to do is literally just go through my Nook shopping and see whatever I don't have there and try to go through that. And if I don't have them in here, and also should turn off the not for sale option. If I don't have them in here, I definitely need to go back to Happy Home Paradise and see if I can't get those items over there, because a lot of those are very readily available. I mean, I don't have a crap ton of Poke, but if I am smart and actually making money over here and constantly converting them into Poke over there, I should be more or less fine. Oh, Kiki's out. How you doing? Did you ever wake up earlier than usual for no reason? That happened to me today. I'm making the most of it with a nice early morning stroll. All right, well, let's talk then. You know, I wouldn't have thought of this as a good place to put a brick. Well, but does it really work? I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit of a random thing. I'll talk to you one more time. Not knowing what you'll reel in until you get a bite is part of what makes fishing fun for me. It's kind of like that feeling of anticipation when you unwrap a gift. Well, given that you do have fishing on the brain, it seems, I will kind of let you to it, Kiki, and then I'm going to continue what I was doing over here. So this, I'm going to place... Just kind of drop this here because the cotton candy stall is going to go in this area as well. This whole area is actually going to be bigger than the roped off area. I should also mention that. It's going to be a lot more grand. It's going to be a lot more connected to sort of everything. And then we have this piece. Also, that is a big shadow there. Watch me fall for this again. Is it going to be another black bass? Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, I fall for this every freaking time, man. Every freaking time. I am the worst at telling these shadows apart. Get the heck out of my inventory. I don't need you here. I am so sad. All right, well, anyway, as I continue to get sidetracked. Okay, this area over here, this is where I really want to just sort of string a whole bunch of like nice little quaint ideas together. But... I still don't have a vision for it yet. That's the problem. I have like kind of ideas, but I want to make this something that's a little bit more personal. Also, I love... Oh, that explains my extra wheat field that was sitting in my storage. It's this guy. Okay, I did forgot I even did that. Well, you know, I don't even know if I ever showed that off in the episode, but then I guess you got to see that there. Oops, I definitely should have taken care of that between episodes, but I didn't actually do that. Oops. Well, there we go. That explains my confusion from earlier. Anyway, this whole area right here, I don't have a complete vision for it yet, but I have some ideas as to what I want to do just a little bit. But I don't know. I definitely need to get more things. This is one of those things where I need to like make a list of everything that I want to grab that I don't have access to right now, and then just need to go through Happy Home Paradise, as well as go over to Harv's Island and do a whole lot of customization and whatnot, because that would be good. Now, as for the rest of these more outdoorsy things, I'm actually going to put them kind of up here, because this is where they're going to end up fitting. So we got a camping cot, which... I don't think I already had over there. I actually might end up putting that over by the tent. I'm also going to put a swinging bench up here, just in case. I might end up putting them up a little higher as well. And then the telescope's not going to get used. The pergola, I'm going to put somewhere. Street lamp's not going to get used. And then there's the drying rack, which I actually want to put closer to my home. So let's head up here really quickly. Did I put a camping cot up here? I didn't. I think I definitely should do that. I think that's where that belongs. Oh, gosh, and then there's all of these as well, which I don't even know if I'm going to get anything for those. I still need to make a path that kind of runs through here. You know, this honestly might be Oh, you know, this might be the best place actually to put this. Let's put the street lamp here. Honestly, because if I can, like... There we go. I like that a little bit better because I'm actually going to modernize this path up a little bit, and then it's going to turn into more of a dirt path once you get about over here. That's more or less the plan because, like I said, I want this to sort of be the edge of civilization. Okay, that's a whole lot of things that we went over, which honestly I didn't accomplish a ton. But this is just going to be sort of me setting the foundation. And now I need to do some cleaning. But before I do the cleaning, let me, well, clean out my pockets here really quickly. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to start removing a whole bunch of flowers around here and trying to sort of make this whole area just a little bit cleaner and a little bit more my personal space. Now, a lot of these are flowers I would like to repurpose elsewhere, and I'm going to have to get creative. I don't know why I suddenly turned up like that. That was very strange. What do I have behind here? I have a garden rock for some reason. I don't exactly know why. But yeah, I'm just going to start working on all of this here really quickly. And while I do this, I am actually going to go over some of the new creatures as well as the creatures that will be leaving after the month of November all at the same time because we have some goals to shoot for. And I am obviously going to have to take time to actually go after some of the ones that we are missing, some of which I really should have gotten by now, but it's going to be a little bit of a process trying to get all of them. So our new fish in November are the bitterling, which is a tiny river fish that you can occasionally catch at pretty much any time of day. You also got the blowfish, which can only be caught in the sea, but this can only be caught in basically the middle of the night. So in fact, a lot of the ones that I'm missing are middle of the night adjacent, so that's mainly where a lot of my issues come from. So I'm going to definitely have to take a lot of time. Fishing in general is where I'm lagging the most behind out of absolutely everything, to be honest. Another new one is actually another pier fish that I forgot about, which is the tuna. This is pretty much just replacing what was it called? I'm thinking of the mahi-mahi, but what's the other frickin' one that we were catching at that time? It was the giant trevally, yeah. Pretty much replacing both of those. You can also catch blue marlins again, but I mean, that was only gone for like a month anyway, as I said way back in, I think, September. So not really a huge deal. Regardless, we already got it, so I'm not too worried about that. And then there is the football fish, which can also only be caught in the sea, but this is another night one, although with a bit of a bigger window than the blowfish. Now, as for the ones that are leaving in November, there's the cherry salmon, which we already have, the char, which we already have, the golden trout, which we do not have. This is a top of the, or basically rivers on cliffs one. So basically my little section over there by the museum, that's the only place I can find this thing. It's also one of the rarest fish in the game. So that's going to be a hard one to go after. Mitten crab, which is another evening/night one that we're going to have to track down. As well as the guppy, which is a middle of the day one, but a very tiny one and can often be confused for things like neon tetras and whatnot. Speaking of the neon tetra, that is also going at this time of year, and I'm going to bury that again, so I'll see how I can repurpose a lot of these things as I go. We're also going to be losing the seahorse, the zebra turkeyfish, and the barred knife jaw, all of which are sea creatures, and none of which I am currently missing, so those should be more or less fine. Now, what I'm going to do is I am actually going to use this space, and it's time, I think, to put on Island Designer app. I know we're actually getting kind of close to the end of the episode here, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start putting in the work here. So really quickly, I'm going to actually go with the arched tile path right about here. Actually, I probably should just connect more of the terracotta, shouldn't I? Yeah, especially because I left this open space here. It just makes too much sense, and I can absolutely add more of my borders as I go. So I'm just going to kind of keep this going for a little bit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sort of edge of flowers along this whole thing, and that's where a lot of these hyacinths are going to go. As for the lily of the valleys, I'm going to have to figure out something else for them, and then the mums as well, although I think I know where I want to put the mums at. So that pretty much encompasses the fish as I switch tabs here. Okay, all the ones that are new in November as far as bugs go is incredibly simple. Damselfly, which we literally already caught. Mole cricket, which is one of the most famous bugs in Animal Crossing because of the method by which it is caught. It is only found if you can hear it chirping, and what you have to do is dig in the exact spot that the mole cricket is at. It will pop out of the ground, you switch to your net, and then you have to catch it. This is a completely unique method that has been around since the GameCube Animal Crossing, so that is one to keep an eye out for. I don't know why I turned around like that. That was very strange. I really think I am experiencing some heinous drift on this Pro controller. And the last one is the tarantula, which up to this point in the game, we have only been able to catch scorpions. Tarantulas are the ones that are now available for the other 6 months of the year, so we will start running into those if, we're ever playing at a certain time of night, which is, I believe, 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. Well, I can't do that yet. All right, well, let's just put everything else down, and I'll try to get an alternating pattern here as I go. So as for the bugs leaving in November, there's not really very many I'm missing. We got the monarch butterfly, the long locust, the migratory locust, the rice grasshopper, the cricket, the mantis, the orchid mantis, the violin beetle, which can only be found on stumps, the walking stick, and the flea. Now, hilariously enough, I actually don't have a walking stick. That's because they're not super rare, but they're only found in very specific windows, right now actually being one of those times. These are at times that I'm generally not playing the game too much, if I'm being completely honest, so it's a little bit of a complex window, unfortunately. I think what I'm going to do is here's what I'm going to do. I only have 2 purple... Do I have any more purple hyacinths back there? Also, I don't know why I ran through those flowers. That was not smart. I have 1. Okay, I'm going to have to alternate this in a very... Oh, I know I have another one. Let's do that. Okay, let's grab this as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do 2 blues to every 1 purple for this entire line here. So let's actually do that. Then I'll put another blue one down here. And then we'll actually put this one here. And I'm going to keep that street lamp where it's at, but I do want to have well, I guess a dirt spot underneath it isn't 100% necessary. Okay, so yeah, let's just keep doing this. Anyway, that pretty much covers the insects. Walking stick is the only one I'm missing there. I'm going to have to get around to that. Then we have the deep sea creatures. Now, every single creature that has been added this month is brand new. I have not caught it before. It's the Dungeness crab, the red king crab, the sea cucumber, the sea pig, and the snow crab. The sea pig is the next resident, extremely rare one, replacing the... Couldn't remember the name of it for a second. Giant isopods that left in October. So now those are the really rare ones, although they are a medium-sized shadow as opposed to a very large one like we were getting with the giant isopods. So that does make them slightly different. So can go after those. And then the snow crab and the red king crab are also pretty darn rare. So those are going to be, any crab ones are usually generally on the rare side. The only one of these that's going to be incredibly common is the sea cucumber, because it's pretty much the same as like the sea slug, for instance. You're going to find them all over the place, and they don't really sell for all that much. But the rest of them are going to be more on the rare side. So do keep that in mind. Okay, this is going to be my last... Why did that go behind me? I was facing the other way. That didn't make any sense at all. Okay, well, I'm going to make sure that a blue one gets put here. And then we'll stick the purple in between. And you know what this means, too? If we want to keep this whole area... from spreading, we are going to have to do some finagling with the empty patterns as well. So I'm going to go about... Well, I don't really have enough for that. Well, actually, what do I have? I have no more. I have no more. Okay. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to actually end the terracotta path right at this last blue hyacinth. So let me start getting rid of a few of these really quickly. Slowly but surely. Make sure we don't accidentally create any curved paths, because that can always be really annoying. So there we go. And then why not? I'm going to have to make a curve here really quickly before I get rid of that. And this can, I think, be the edge of the path, and then I will continue it with probably a different flower set when all is said and done. So let's put one more blue hyacinth there. The last two are unfortunately not going to make it. Okay, now as for the deep sea creatures that are leaving in November, it's the chambered nautilus, which we've already caught, the gazami crab, also which we've already caught, and the umbrella octopus, which I have actually not caught yet. Now this is this is actually an all-dayer, but it's a really small shadow that moves incredibly quickly, and yeah, I haven't actually gotten my hands on this one yet, so I am definitely going to need to be on the lookout for that before everything is over. I don't know, maybe in the next episode, but probably the episode after that is I think when I'll really start to focus on some of those things. Okay, so that should keep all of that in check. I'm probably going to add a couple of things right here just to sort of beautify this whole area up a little bit more. Maybe I might even put the plaza clock over there. I don't know. We'll see. Now, as for the mums, these are going to go on the opposite side. I'm going to put these actually in my little area. Problem is they are going to grow like crazy if I leave them unchecked. So just like these weeds here that I'm walking through. So I'm going to have to... You know what? I think I'm actually going to put them on the sand here just to kind of put them out of the way for the time being. I want to use them all, although there's not a ton. I think I'll do 2 purples to every 1 green. So, yeah, just one. That'll probably be enough, and then I'll just get rid of the rest of the purple mums. And then we have my black tulips, which I also am going to reuse at some point. And then I'll put my Lily of the Valleys down, of which I think I might have too many Lily of the Valleys all over my island at this point. So, oops. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so, did all that. And I honestly think we might be done here. Like I said, I still got a lot more cleaning up to do. And, you know, I think just as a treat, just this particular month, since this is going to be kind of the majority of what we do through November, I'm going to probably do maybe 1 or 2 more episodes than originally intended this month, just to kind of focus on this whole cleaning project. We obviously have this entire area that I still need to get cleaned up as well and start making it take shape, and I also need to wait for things to sort of arrive. So here's what we're going to do. This is how we're going to end this episode. I am actually going to head on over to Paradise Planning, and I'm going to see if there's anything that I can grab out of the catalog that I can ship to my place for when the next episode is ready to go. We also are going to have trees we're going to need to plant, but I can promise you the next episode is going to take place in during the day when more busy things are going on. So, yeah, we'll head over to Paradise Planning, and then I'm going to look through their catalog really quickly just to see if there's anything that I might need. And I am going to have to cross-reference it with the shopping app in my phone, just to make sure I don't grab anything I don't already have in there. So, I'm going to fly. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to Harv's Island first, and after that, I will meet you guys in Paradise Planning. So, give me just a moment. Hello there? Hello there, by any chance are you from Paradise Planning? My name is Nat, and I'm in a bit of a pickle. You see, I came here to give a brief lecture on bugs at the school. The trouble is I can't seem to find it. I don't mean to be a bother, but would you be willing to guide me to the school? Yeah, absolutely. So if you don't know, actually, this is Flick's, I believe Flick's father. Both Flick and CJ are sons of characters that were in previous games. Obviously, this being Flick's dad, and then... I'm trying to remember CJ's, oh gosh, what was his name? Chip, I believe? I think it was Chip. Anyway, what was the favorite kind of bugs? Horned Dynastids, they're cool. Outstanding! Few bugs are as unquestionably cool as the Horned Dynastid. Its character is beyond reproach. I don't know if we're going to get anything for this, but I just realized that there was an interesting new character here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to show this guy. Well, not new character, but somebody that's actually really important, because if you like to hear RDB as elected Listerine as this or this, then think of releasing a few bugs here and there is by far the best way to go about it. Well, then that concludes my lecture on bugs. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so I do believe we actually get something out of that. I think it's actually for Paradise Plan, but I could be wrong. Yes, we do. Okay, so can use bugs now. Bugs I can catch to set free to roam my client's yards. So that's pretty cool. We've just added that. Something you can get just by running into a unique character. And there are going to be other ones that you can run into as well, but that is not the main reason we're here. I just wanted to show that off since I was immediately drawn to the fact that he was just walking around out there. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, we're not going to be going to work. Good morning, Levi. Oh, hi, Lottie. We're not going to talk right now. Instead, I'm going to go on over to Wardell, and we are going to order a thing. All right, let's take a look and see what we have here. So housewares is what I am immediately interested in. So this is already a much bigger catalog than what I even have in my Nook shopping. So I'm gonna have to be really careful about what I pick here. So beach towel. This is in fact exactly like a perfect example of something that I need. So I'm gonna grab that because I know I didn't have that or have access to that. I could get more of those though after they arrive and then order them through the Nook shopping catalog. Just FYI. At least I believe I can. Let's see. Busing station, cactus. I need more outdoor things. Campfire cookware. No, thank you. Bunch of castle things. No, thank you. Changing room. Oh my gosh, there's so many things in here. Definitely going to want to grab myself a few more, though. Cones. No. Bunch of cool stuff. I wish, honestly, I might end up getting some of these for my own house a little bit later. There's definitely some like designs I want because I'm going to work on my own house probably once the snow settles in. I feel like that'd be a better time to actually worry about that. I don't think I've gotten a cruiser bike, but then again, there's a cruiser bike like right there. So I don't really want to waste space ordering that, given that you can only order so many things. We've got a decorative pillar. More den things. There's got to be some more outdoor stuff here that I can actually make use of. Dormant Volcano, which is already something that I can buy from... Oh, double-edged sword. That is hilarious. I honestly almost want to get that for something. Drying rack. God, come on. There's got to be more outdoorsy things here. This is also indoorsy. The elephant slide. That might actually have a use, but probably not. Fences. I don't think I've got fences. Let me check really quickly, just in case. Because this is exactly the kind of thing that would be worth checking just to see if I have it. I do not. Okay, so I am going to actually order a couple of fences. Those might have a little bit of a use later. And I'm probably going to get them in blue. Not that I can't change it later. I can. Also, I am in the wrong section. I do not want to scroll down in all. That would be ridiculous. So let's grab that. And I'll just grab the one. Again, I don't want to waste too much space. A fire pit. Ooh, that's expensive. I kind of want to get that, though. Maybe later. I'll keep that one in mind. Fireplace as well. All right, we're going to keep looking. Got to keep looking. There's got to be some more things in here. I'm pretty sure I have all of these garbage-related things. We got garden faucets, which I know I have one next to my house. Garden lantern, garden table. Not going to get that. Hammock. Oh my gosh, there's so many. So many, and yet so few that I can actually use here. A lot of Imperial stuff. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where to begin. Kids tent. Do I have that one? I don't think I do. I really don't think I do. That might be useful later. That'll probably be useful in my park area that I kind of had in mind. Obviously, can make a much better kitchen if need be for my house. So there's a lot here, but not a ton that I want to immediately use. Display stand. This might be useful for my museum area. I'm actually going to take one of these. Let's go with gray because it's kind of got that marble texture to it. Anything else? Menu chalkboard. I don't think I need the menu chalkboard. Well, I probably should check that. Did not need the menu chalkboard. All right, let's continue. I actually, in fact, ordered it through my Nook shopping app instead because that just, it went better that way. All right, office, oil, open frame, operating room. Oh, here we go, some outdoor stuff. Outdoor folding chair. That actually could be useful. Let's go black on that one. Hope we're not running out of space here. Folding table, outdoor, ooh, the generator. Outdoor, there's so many good things. Outdoor kitchen, probably. Get it in black. I like the I say green, but it's white, but then the actual stove is green. The avocado, yeah, see, I like this one a lot. I also might be running out of the amount of things I'm allowed to buy here. I'm gonna have to definitely get a few more of these things. Plant partitions, honestly, might be... And I love that they just give you every single variation, too. So nice. Plastic pool, I could definitely rationalize putting that somewhere. Yep, okay, limited to 5 items per day, so I can't get any more of those, but I'm still going to look through these. Poster stands. I might do something with these because I'm pretty sure you can also change the actual designs on the poster as well, so those could come in handy a little bit later. Let's see. There's a few more things down here that I also wanted to look at. I mean, I want to go through this entire list before I call it here. Can I do anything with the rolling carts? Probably, but I don't know. A sample case, that I might need to use on a couple of things. But again, so many of these are so indoor related that they just don't really have a place outside. I kind of want to make like a... I don't know, this would be kind of cool for like a supermarket thing, because a lot of the supermarket stuff got added with Paradise Planning, but I don't know where I would put that. Ski rack I don't need, because I'm pretty sure I have that in my... pretty sure I have that in my catalog. Don't need the smoker. Don't need the square bathtub. Gosh, oh my goodness. Stage lights, maybe? No. Standing shop sign. Probably. I might have to get that one. And then we also got the storefront, which... I don't know if I can really use that on anything. The problem is it's specifically supposed to be part of the Wild West theme, hence the hay bale. So I don't really know if I can do anything with that. I'm not going to buy more. I'll probably get more surfboards to put around the island, but I'm going to just get those from my catalog because that's just a lot easier. I think that's probably going to be just about it, because I don't really think anything else in here is super useful to me, which means I might actually have to do some more home designing just so that I have more stuff to actually put outside. Yeah, because a lot of I got a wide display stand. That could be useful for something, possibly. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers all of it. I mean, I haven't gone through this entire miscellaneous section, and there are definitely things out here that I can put outside that'll actually work very, very well, especially for, putting up on stalls and on stands and displays and whatnot, but I'm not really going to worry about any of those too much, and everything else over here is only indoor decor, so I can't really do anything with all that. So I'm going to buy myself the cruiser bike here so that I don't have to have it shipped. And I think that's going to pretty much be it. Okay. I did bring a lot of money because I was thinking about actually translating that to Poke, but I don't know if that's going to do me any good, given that, well, I've spent all the Poke that I can today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Animal Crossing New Horizons. Thank you all so much for watching. Today was just a busy work episode. I do apologize if that's not what you're looking for. We're not going to have too many of these. I promise I'll be mixing it up a little bit more, but this is sort of just setting the stage for the future because there is so much to be done with our island. There's so much more to work on. So many more things to set up, and I do want to eventually fill in all the available space while still trying to keep its 5-star rating, beautifying it, whatnot, while also giving it a very busy and lived-in feel. So with all that said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very much, and I'll see you all in the next one.